Hello, BookTube. For this Poetry Thursday, I will be reading The Joker by Alice Friman from the collection The View from Saturn. The Joker. A house of cards has no windows, no kitchen, no tarts. The queen, with all her hearts, holds no more sway than a four. The king equal to a deuce, or that knave, the town crier with a bell, announcing royal beheading. This is the house of the Joker, trickster of the dark carnival, scepter of misrule, dedicated to the chop. This is the house of whimsy, a balancing act, built to fall. I shuffle the cards, time for my nightly game of solitaire, that pasteboard horse I've ridden for 50 years, the deck sticky with constancy. A dog barks, a clock ticks, black 5 on a red 6, red 7 on the black 8. Wait, the aces are loading, but the one-eyed jack who waxes his golden hair will not turn up. The queen of clubs drops a flower on my grave. She is my mother. The king holds a sword to his side, threatens to use it. Relegated to the box, the Joker, reader of fortunes, smirks. Great Aunt Sadie, too, told fortunes. Visited once a year at night, to hawk her policies. Peed with the bathroom door open, bloomers hanging a bunting between her knees. Grandpa's sister, Grandpa's shame. Buck-toothed Sadie, old as the old country, skin like boiled chicken, gray hair wild around her head as if she stuck her toe in an electric socket. Mama rolls her eyes. Bedtime. Oh, the danger, not to be there when Aunt Sadie reaches into her black purse, that mystery squatting at her feet, like a patient filing cabinet, big and bottomless as the trapdoor to forever. See how she hauls it into her lap, unzips, rummages, then pulls out that little red box, slips off its rubber band to snap around her wrist, winks and shakes out the cards. Look at any deck of cards. See how the Joker prances about, masquerading as a jester to jolly the royals. Silver bells on his cap, pointy shoes, the Joker's grandfather, no unforgiving Puritan like mine. But tarot is full, so busy poetizing flowers he'd follow his own babble off a cliff. Measure the fall, fool to faker to jester, jester to Joker, free to say anything and an excuse in advance. Lord of anarchy, writer in residence, boss of all fall down. History engraves and spirals, the needle buzzing like a doorbell, a summons one needn't answer. The Joker will take care of it. From the peephole of his privacy, here's the story. On the Pyrenean marble top of the pedestal table, Madame Irene lines up the cards. It is Paris before the war, Madame's Grand Salon, the white hexagonal room where 6 Aubusson tapestries illustrating La Fontaine's fables fill the 6 panels of the walls. Ladies put down their cups, press to her side, or kneel on the water silk. We'll use the watch. Navigating the room, the light from 30 scented candles settles on our heroine, and all chat stops. What can the cards tell of the future? Of this house and the Madame, whose worth will founder in scandal. The master has retired to his collection of porcelains, the only love he has left to love. The Joker will not show his face tonight. He doesn't have to. His best work is done in the dark. Aunt Sadie lays out the cards on Mama's kitchen table. The usual 10-card spread. Her $6 watch flashes in the light of the overhead bulb. Her eyes flick over the cards. She is reading her fortune. Aunt Sadie doesn't know from marble tops and gilt-legged chairs, nor has she ever heard of La Fontaine, but she knows fable. She knows slow and steady wins the race, and when to gather up the cards, shuffle, and lay them out again. For like the princess in the pea, she's made uncomfortable by tests of purity. The queen of spades, even at 6 I know the old maid card when I see it. She tucks back into the deck. She is looking for someone else, And when he shows up, as he inevitably does, she kisses the air, gathers up the cards, buttons her make-do sweater, clicks shut her purse, and is gone. The Joker appreciates odd visitations. The race car driver invited to dinner, the one Madame will run off with, the children abandoned or taken from her, grandchildren she'll never see who'll die in the camps. The Joker is intrigued with consequences. What happens when someone just drops in? Lately, he has taken to dropping in on me. Could be I remind him of someone, skin loosening on the bone, hair gone wild. He's begun whispering to me at night, past accomplishments, his best of the best. I tell him he's just gathering material for a new and selected, and I want no part of it. After Sadie died, a cedar chest was discovered in her rented room. A oak chest filled with hand-embroidered pillow slips, sachets, nightgowns, lacy lady things still waiting as they had for 70 years, ever since she'd been sent out too ugly for marriage. Even to the sauerkraut and pickles man on the corner of Orchard and Delancey. Yes, sent out to scrounge up a living selling insurance, climbing tenement stairs, knocking on doors for her 50 cents. But always she believed he would come, dazzling in his full regalia, the Jack of all hearts, the Jack who would turn around at last to take her as she was, holding out the leaf he held in his hand as if he had just picked it up that day in Central Park, the first leaf of autumn when the world pours down, sad and most beautiful. Thank you, BookTube. Have a great day.